So far we discussed that following term, let's say minus 81. In the previous case, we discussed that what is the number of that term? 0 is present in the AP or not. Similarly, we are going to check one more term, that minus 150 for this AP. Is it there or not? How to identify, how to decide that that particular term will be present in the AP or not? How to do that? So let's start. Okay, let's start with the question. Check whether minus 150 is a term of the AP. Right, we need to decide that. Okay, hold on. So let's start with the normal method. First of all, we have AP here. So let's write AP is 8, 11, 8, 5, 2, dash, dash, dash. Now what information do we get? We have the value of A, that is 11, simple. Then value of D, common difference. Second term minus first term. So 8 minus 11, that is minus 3. Right, now we want to check minus 150 is present or not. In that case, what we need to do, take that term as an and find the value of n. Okay, I'm repeating one more time. Take that number as the an and find the value of n. Okay, if we are getting whole number, then it is present. If we are not getting whole number, then that term is not present, because value of n, what do we always take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is not possible that we can have 1.5 term. That's not possible. But first term is possible, second is possible. So let's find the value of n first. Let's apply the formula. Here an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. This is the formula. So let's start with the formula. Here let's write value of an. In our case, what we have taken? Minus 150. Then what's the value of a? 11 plus n we do not know, we want to find. So keep it n minus 1 and the value of d as minus 3. Shift that over here. So minus 150 minus 11 minus 3 into n will be minus 3n, minus minus plus 3. Okay, multiplying by this. Don't get confused. Here minus 150 minus 11. Okay, so that's minus 161. And let's shift this 3 over here. So minus 3 is equal to minus 3n. Okay, here that is 164 is equal to minus 3n. Let's take this 3 into denominator. So minus 164 divided by minus 3 is equal to n. Now minus minus will be plus. Let's check, is this number divisible by 3 or not? Condition for the divisible by what? That 1 plus 6 plus 4, that is 11. 11 is present in table of 3? No. So here you are going to get the answer in the decimal. Let's divide even if you want to verify that. 3 ones are and 16. So here 5, right? Then 1 4. So 2s are, then 2 0. So 6 are, right? This will be, it will keep coming 6 6 6. I think it will keep coming again and again. Now this is not possible. That number of term is 52.6. It's not possible, right? So we can say that minus 150 is not a term of the AP. So let's write the final answer, that minus 150 is not a term of AP. Very simple. Okay, let's repeat one time. AP we have, value of A we can get, value of D we can get. Now whichever term you want to check for, consider as an, then find the value of n. If we get the whole number, right, then it is present. If we do not get the whole number, then that term is not present. So this is how to check that particular term is present in the AP or not. Let's do one more sum. Determine the AP whose third term is 5 and seventh term is 9. So third term is given 5 and seventh is 9. So what we need to find? We need to find the AP. To form the AP, we should be having two informations. First term A, common difference D. So our target is to find A and D, then we use the formula and get the AP. So how shall we start? We are given with two terms. There are two terms here, which is a third term is 5 and 7 term is 9. So let's use that information. Third term means n is equal to 3, and if I want the third term, which is a3, why a3? Third term is equal to what's given? 5. Now let me apply the formula directly. I'm coming to the formula. The reason behind that, we don't know any other step to do to get the value of a and d, because we have only one formula for the third term. So let's apply. A3 is equal to a plus, instead of n, what will I write? 3. So that is 3 minus 1 into d. Simple. Now a3 value is 5, a as it is, plus 3 minus 1 is 2, and d here. Simple. This is my first equation. Okay, so guess what? If I use 7 term as 9, I'm going to get second equation. Very logical. Then I'm going to solve with the help of pair of linear equations, get the value of a and d. Then we can make easily AP, which is asked in the question. So let's start and make the second equation. In this case, what's the value of n? That is 7. But what is the value of a7? A7 means 7th term, that is 9. Be careful, A7, 9, 7, 9. Don't misplace it. You are going to get the incorrect answer. So let's use the formula of A7. A7 is equal to A plus, instead of n, what will I be writing? 7 minus 1 into d. We don't know the value of d. A7 we know. What's that? 9. So 9 is equal to a plus 7 minus 1, 6d. So what are my two equations? 5 is equal to a plus 2d and 9 is equal to a plus 6d. My two equations. I need to solve it. So there are many ways to solve the linear equations, you already know. I am going to use elimination method. Why? Can you guess the reason I am going to use elimination method? I told you in the previous session as well. The reason behind that is, see, coefficient of a 1, coefficient of a 1. Simple. So I can eliminate a very easily and get the value of d. So let's do it. So let's rewrite the equation. 9 here. 9 is equal to a plus 6d. First equation. Let's write second equation. 5 is equal to a plus 2d. Simple. Now as we are going to subtract, we need to change the sign. Can you tell me why we are going to subtract? So the reason behind subtraction is that we are going to eliminate a. We are clear at that point. But observe, the sign of a in both cases positive. At least if one of them is negative, then we need to add it. They will get cancelled. So to make one of them negative, we need to change the sign. So subtraction. This is minus 5. This is minus a and minus 2d. 9 minus 5, 4. Then plus a and minus a get cancelled. So 0 and plus 6d. And this is minus 2d. Remember, don't take plus 2d. So this is plus 4d. Now we need to get the value of d. So I will be taking 4 into denominator. So 4 and denominator 4 again will give you value of d. So if I do cancellation, value of d is what? 1. Okay, so far we are going good. Nice. D is 1. Now what do we want to find? Value of a. You can use any of the equation to get the value of a. Then we have a and the value with us. Let's do it. So I am using the first equation, which is 5 is equal to a plus 2 d. Instead of d, what will I write? 1. So 5 is equal to a plus 2. If I shift 2 over here, it will become negative. So if I shift 2 over here, that will be 5 minus 2 is equal to a, and 5 minus 2 is 3 is equal to a. So what's my first term? Which is 3. And what's my common difference? 1. Now we need to find the AP. How do we find the AP? When we know the value of A and D. Recall, we have discussed this concept very nicely. Okay. One way you can do it, you can put the value of n over here. N is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3 is here only. Then n is equal to 4 and get your AP. Simple. Otherwise, you can use the formula that I told you in the previous session, which was that, let's recall, what was the formula? Okay, the formula was first A1 is equal to A is equal to, what is the value of A? 3. Then A2 is equal to A plus D. Okay, value of A 3, value of D 1. So 4. My second term is 4, and third term we already know A3 is equal to 5, and what's left? A4, which is A plus, what will I write? If you substitute the formula, this formula here, see, A4, A plus 4 minus 1, what? 3D. So 3D. So A is 3 plus 3 into, what is the value of D? 1. So 3 plus 3, so that is 6. Now if I want to write my AP, what will it be? First term, second term, third term, and fourth term. So let's write AP. What's the value of AP? It is, first of all, 3. It starts with 3 first term. What is the second term? 4 here. What's the third term? 5. And what's the next term? 6. And afterwards, if you want to get the fifth term, you can also get it. So 3, 4, 5, 6 is the AP. It starts with 3 and common difference is 1. Let's recall the steps, what we did. First of all, there are 2 terms given over here. Be clear here that A3 is equal to 5. Do not write A5 is equal to 3. That's completely wrong. You are going to get incorrect answer. Be careful. Then put the formula. As we know only, there is one formula for the term. So apply the formula of the term. Then substitute the values that you are aware of. You have 2 equations. Solve it with the suitable method, pair of linear equation. Remember that. Then get the value of one unknown, either A or D, depends on you. Then substitute into equation. So we get the value of another variable. Then we need to form AP. To form the AP, we need A and D. We have A and D. You can use this formula to write the terms of the AP, A1, A2, A3, A4. And this is how we get the value of AP. So this is how we solve the sum of finding AP when 2 terms are given.